Welcome to Ziggurat, a cooperative legacy style game that is going to be perfect for the kids. Now I reckon age range 6 to around 12 is going to be that sweet spot. Now we are going out on an adventure. We're going to have a whole bunch of heroes, and basically the story is we've got this Ziggurat out here, and there's a whole bunch of history behind this Ziggurat, but lately we're hearing a whole bunch of noise. We're going to go out exploring what is going on in this mysterious Ziggurat. Now look, I'm going to try and keep the spoilers at absolute bare minimum, but there is going to be fire spirits there, a whole bunch of, I guess, magical things going on. It's a brilliant game, again, that is going to be perfect for the kids. We don't have enough legacy games for the kids. Now, we're also going to have these cards here where we get to name our characters, we get traits over the course of the campaign. It's a card playing game, it's super simple. And look, we're going to go find out how the game plays. We're going to have a chat about the pros, the cons, the comparisons, and let's have a chat about these designers, Matt Leacock, Rob Daviel. I think you might have heard of them before. Ziggurat is truly one of those rare unicorns that you can set up and teach in only a few minutes. In the box, you're going to have 5 already pre-made layers of this Ziggurat, and all you got to do is get them out and put them on top of each other, just like that. Super easy. We've got our heroes, which you put down at the base in the village, and you put out your 5 spirits, one on each of the respective colours there. From there, you grab the storybook, you're going to read out whatever chapter you're up to and read out the story there, and whatever, I guess, extra conditions maybe for that round, then you are ready to go. From there, all you do is teach the people around the table how to use these cards, and you're going to draw just one card at a time, and you're going to play whatever action is up the top for the heroes and whatever action down the bottom for the fire spirits. So the hero is basically going to be moving your hero or potentially other heroes around the board, either 1, 2, or 3 spaces, and the bottom half is going to be either moving the fire spirits around the board or potentially spawning more fire spirits. Now we will get more and different cards throughout the legacy campaign, but at the base on the first chapter, that's all you have at your disposal. Now, how do we get up the Ziggurat? And that's really what we're trying to do, get from the village to the top. So how do we do it? Well, we're going to go chutes and ladders style. So you're going to move up these particular ladders and you're going to go down these slides, and the fire spirits are going to follow the exact same path. Now, there's also pits, which we don't want to fall into. Well, we actually want the fire spirits to fall into. So if they fall into the pit, see you later, buddy. You are now gone, and we're trying to avoid getting singed by these fire tokens. If we get touched by these fire tokens, the game's over and we lost. So simple as that, simple rules. And again, we're trying to get all of our heroes to the top. But again, as the campaign goes through, as the legacy campaign goes through, more and more goals and conditions are going to need to be met. The Ziggurat will change. Things are just going to get more and more fun as these 6 chapters go on. So that's set up from start to finish in only a few minutes. I told you it's a unicorn. Now, let us not shoehorn Matt Leacock into just Pandemic. He's designed lots of great games, and one that I reckon is really good for the kids is Forbidden Desert, and you've also got the entire Forbidden series. So he's a great designer, but let's add in the wonders of Rob Daviel. Now, Rob Daviel is the legacy maestro. We've got games like Risk Legacy, Machikoro Legacy, Ticket to Ride Legacy, and of course, Pandemic Legacy. And there's also Seafall, which we will never talk about again. But we have a great legacy designer working with a great designer in Matt Leacock, and we have Ziggurat. Now, what is the precedent for a game like this? Realistically, zombie kids, zombie teens evolution. Now, let's go back a couple of years. My youngest daughter at that time, 7 years old, and we played Zombie Teens Evolution, and it was one of the greatest memories I had playing with my daughter because the excitement and enthusiasm she had playing that game was at that time second to none. I think what it is the rules are known to her, so she kept playing it over and over again, so comfortable with the rules. But the fact that the game state's constantly changing, she loves that. She loves that the stickers element, the actual, I guess, the physical element of the game board changing. But it was just a fun game. Now let's fast forward a couple more years, and she's around about 9 now. And the first experience we had of Ziggurat brought back those memories of Zombie Teens Evolution. She kept asking for it, loved the story, loved the game, and just perfect for that sort of person. So again, 9-year-old, I reckon at the start I said 6 to 12, 9's right in the middle there, perfect for that age group. So there we go, that gives you an idea. So that's sort of the pedigree of the designers, plus also the precedent of a kids legacy game. There's not too many out there, so it's quite special. Now let's go into a bit more deeper of these pros and cons. The first pro I want to chat about is this Ziggurat storybook. I really love the way they've done this. So you're going to open it up and it's going to give you the chapter here. Now this is going to be a spoiler on the first chapter here, but you basically have the intro story there and you're going to have some stickers there, things like that. It's basically just getting you started into the Legacy campaign. Now, if you beat that chapter, you then open up this bottom section. It's going to tell you more instructions. It might give you more stickers. It will change the rule book, things like that. And as you go through, you're going to have more and more chapters. What's going to happen is as you open up these chapters, that's where you're going to find all of the different things, different cards, potentially different stickers, things that will change the game as you go on. And it's all in this thing and it just gets opened up there. This is absolutely brilliant. The next pro I want to talk about is how many games just give you a time on the box and you know it's an absolute joke. Well, 45 minutes plays spot on for me. Absolutely brilliant. Quick 45-minute game. Love that. Now, the next one I'm going to talk about is actually a pro and a con. Now, the pro I'm going to talk about is that simplicity for that right age group. Now, we as adults, we know when a game's not designed for us, and we know as adults we're going to help the kids along and things like that. So this game very much is designed for the kids, and we know it's brilliant for them. Now, the con's going to be for those older kids, potentially 12, 13 and up. It's just not going to be enough meat on the bones for them to really get into this. And the next con really is, I'd love more story. While there's definitely story there, I would love more story. Story evokes passion for me and evokes passion in my kids. And I would love a little bit more story behind it. It's just one of those things where, again, I don't get invested unless I'm really invested in the theme. And to get that, I need more story. And then my last con is going to be not replayability in a sense. I know it's a legacy game, and once you finish the legacy game, it's over. The problem I find is for a lot of those legacy games, you can keep playing afterwards, and you can do that here. But for us, it's the fact that we finished the 6 chapters. We have no interest in going back and replaying the game because we know the chapters. But the problem is, I think it was only around about 4 hours total from start to finish playing chapters 1 through to 6. So for a lot of people, that 4 hours, that investment may not be enough. But when you think about a game like Unlock or Exit or something like that, they're only like hour games and you're investing time and money into those. So I guess a 4 hour investment ain't bad, but for some people that could also be a con. Now that's the pros and cons. Now really, Ziggurat, again, perfect for the primary audience, but it is going to be a very lightweight game. So know that going in. 6 chapters. If you're the right audience for this, then you will totally enjoy Ziggurat. And hopefully you enjoyed my little intro there with the dragon. I do apologize. It's a tiny bit of a spoiler, but it was just too fun not to put it in. So there we go. Look, if you love the effort I put into my videos, would love your support in my channel. Would really appreciate that. Anyway, till next time, I'm Hogs. This is the Bangers Project. That was Ziggurat. Laters.